All right, so I got the wallet pulled up, and it seems to be not frozen anymore. How this Oracle works is it uses Hodl invoices. When two people pay each other using this Oracle as a routing node, they have the option of having it delay those payments and then settle one or cancel the other, or settle one and cancel the other based on whoever it thinks should get the money in a contract. So I will do a betting contract to demonstrate this, and I will do a coin flip. Both parties are going to put in $5. Well, that's net dollars in this case, because I don't have 100 in here. And then they're going to wait. On the settlement date, the Oracle will settle the winner's invoice and cancel the loser's. So we'll have 920. We'll have this guy take heads or 0, and we'll do tails for this guy, or the number 1. They're both going to submit $5, and the Oracle can set his own fee, which in this case will charge a hefty $1 fee. Correct. I have some automation, or I have some plans for automating this, but they're not implemented yet. And if this was an automatable contract, I would have something happen in here. But a coin flip's not really well, it probably is. Anyway, I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to click the process. I'm going to process that and dump me out onto this screen, where I have information about the first party's level of interaction and the second party's level of interaction. Both of them haven't done anything yet. And I get pages down here that I can send them to so that they can do their part. So I will do that now. I will have the first party. He needs to create or enter an invoice for $5. So we got a $5 invoice. Copy that, put it into here, and submit it. So now it's happy with that, and it says, you've already submitted your invoice, please wait, because the other guy's got to do it. If I look back at the admin screen, he now has a cancelable invoice, but I can't settle it yet because the other party hasn't tried to pay it. So the second party needs to do something. I will open his, create another invoice for $5. They would be doing this on separate wallets, of course, but I only have one to work with. It has testnet coins and Lightning support. So I'll put that in, and we do it with one wallet. Okay, so now I is ready to pay his half of the thing, and this guy's ready to pay his contract. And both of them are just now waiting on those things to be funded. So let's try and do that. Back here, scan. Okay, copy this guy's. There's the copy link address here. And notice he's paying $6 instead of $5. That is because the Oracle is taking a $1 fee from the loser. So whichever one of them loses this contract, they're the ones who are going to end up paying an invoice, and they will then pay $1 to the Oracle, as well as $5 to the counterparty. So we're going to hit pay on here, and this thing should change, and it should say this contract has been funded, and we're waiting on next part. I think it did the. Which one did I? Oh, okay. It saw it. So you have submitted your invoice, and it's been funded by the counterparty. Please await your settlement date. So I now have the ability to cancel or settle that invoice and thus pay the first party. And you'll notice that the money hasn't left the wallet yet. It is still pending on here. He has sent away all the information that the counterparty would need in order to settle the thing. But the counterparty won't get that information because right now it's in the hands of the routing node. Of the Oracle doesn't have the information he needs in order to settle this payment because he needs a from the first party. which he would get by clicking the settle button. And then when he clicks the settle button, it would reach out to the first party and say, hey, I need the pre-image to this thing. I will pay you $5 for it. Then the recipient of the funds would say, okay, here's the pre-image, $5. The Oracle gets the pre-image, and then the Oracle can use $6 from the first party. But we're getting ahead of myself. First, I will go and pay this one. Copy this. Okay. And the thing, this one says it's been submitted. Now both of them have done what they can to pay the money, and it's now entirely up to the Oracle. So now I would flip a coin, which I don't think I have a coin, but I will flip some chopsticks that I have. And we flip it. It landed on tails. So it landed on tails. And so I will settle this guy's invoice. And this page doesn't make except, complain about ngrok. Oh, actually, that is. Oh man, I'm doing this over ngrok, and ngrok wants me. ngrok is mad that I'm constantly pinging my node more than the amount of I'm supposed to allow. So ngrok is mad at me. Let's try it again. So that worked, and this guy's got settled. You'll notice that $, which is exactly what we want to see. And then I'm going to click cancel on this guy. And doing that, we'll see here is an error. And this is not actually an error. The wallet thinks there was an error in paying because the payment didn't go through. So it's saying there was an error. But that was supposed to happen because the payment is not supposed to go through. It's got canceled. Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. But click OK on that. And now, as a result of this entire operation, the recipient got $5, and party 2 got $5 out of that. He got it from the first party. The Oracle got $1, and never took any time. And that's how that works.